Just let me be great. Let me be great.
The same stuff I had at
The Right Bushwick Deputy Grandmaster, sir. Good afternoon, one and all. It affords me a great deal of pleasure to greet you today from the office of Most Wishful Grandmaster of the Most Wishful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania. Indeed, I'm grateful to be here. I'm going to give you some parting words after I introduce a number of individuals that you see before you. And as we go forward at this point, I would like to make two very deserving presentations to members of the police and fire department. And at this time, I would like to ask the chairman, Brother Fred Mitchell, to come forward with the presentation. I'm going to go in alphabetical order. I don't have any preference. So they tell me that F comes before P. The first presentation is going to be made to the Fire Commissioner, Lloyd Ayers, and the plaque reads awarded to his namesake, Lloyd Ayers, Fire Commissioner of the City of Philadelphia. This date, July the 20th, 2013, by the Children and Youth Health Festival, sponsored by the Prince Hall Masonic family, presented to you in special recognition of your dedication for fire protective and emergency services to the children and youth, their families and homes throughout our community. Dr. Murphy J. Keller III, Most Wishful Grandmaster of the Most Wishful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania. Accepting this award on behalf of the fire chief today is none other than Battalion Chief Joaquin Colon Jr. Please come forward, sir.
I want to say, first of all, I apologize on behalf of the Fire Commissioner. I'm sure if he could be here, he definitely would. And he would also let you know he's very proud and gratified with this award. Thank you. And one last thing, check your smoke alarm tonight.
The next award has the same inscription and is presented to Charles H. Ramsey, the police commissioner. Accepting the award on behalf of the police commissioner today is Lieutenant Ramirez. Let's give him a hand as he comes forward. so very kindly, sir. In an afterthought, I think we would be in order to put the fire out before we call the police. We have some very deserving individuals who are here front and center. They're referred to as our heads of houses, titular heads of the Prince Hall family. And I want each of them to come forward and let you know who they are. Certainly the officers that they represent today, I know them by name, but I want you to get a feel for each of them, especially those of you who may not be familiar with the Masonic Order. So at this time, he told me it was okay for me to introduce him. And I would say they started from the bottom and now they're here. They started from the bottom, now the whole team's here. Now all of you young people who are out in the audience, you know there are some more choice words that go with that I don't really prefer to use. That's why I'm not using them today. Now also, standing in the background, as he usually does, is the Director of Youth for the state of Pennsylvania, Kevin D. Mahona. Please raise your hand, sir. He likes to stand in the background because he knows he has one who is up here with me that is capable of doing those things to lead our young people known as the Knights of Pythagoras. He's none other than Grand Master Knight, Mr. Eric Graham. Let's give him a hand. Come forward, Eric, let him see you. And all of the other knights who are here, please join us at the podium so we can see you. You all take a quick photo of them when they had their annual session in Elizabethtown on Father's Day weekend. We had over 100 young men that were there as part of that session. So all of you young men that are present today that you think you might want to join, please see this man here, this young man, Mr. Eric Graham. Raise your hand, Eric, so everybody can see that might be interested. All right? So y'all show him some love today. They're going to be walking around, shaking your hands and everything. All right. Now I'm going to begin with the Prince Hall family. They're going to come forth in their usual hierarchy. I don't have to say who they are. They're going to let you know who they are. First one up is from the United Grand Commander.
Good afternoon. My name is Antoine Small. I'm the Right Independent Grand Commander. I'm representing Walter J. Sims, most eminent Grand Commander. Along with me, I have Royal Grand Magdalene, representing our most Royal Grand Commanders, Pamela C. Costa, the most Royal Grand Court of South Africa. I thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Gene Osborne.
Good afternoon. My name is Gerald Williams Saunders Sr. I'm the eminent Grand Generalissimo of Knights Templar of the state of Pennsylvania. I'm also representing Walter J. Sims Jr., who is the Deputy of the Continent General of the United States. Thank you. Have a good time.
Good afternoon. My name is Otis J. Ginyard. I'm the Right Grand Thrice Illustrious Master of the Prince Hall Grand Council Royal Select Master. I have this afternoon with me the Royal Grand Chief Advisor, Roland L. Williams.
Thank you. I would just like to mention that my counterpart is not present. She probably had something else to do. She has a mother who's not well. But her name is Sandra Fanning, and she is the Royal Grand Perfect Matron. We should mention her because she's a very important part of Esther Grand
Good afternoon. My name is Jimmy Hare. I'm the most excellent Grand High Priest of the Holy Lord of this baby. I'm so glad to see Lord's past this afternoon. We can see y'all and y'all can see us. And I certainly just want to say have a good time. God bless you.
Good afternoon. I'm Joseph Baker, Lead Grand Worthy Patron, Deputy Grand Captain. I would like to congratulate and thank the Worshipful Grand Master for continuing this tradition and to thank each and every one of you for coming out here today to help celebrate my name. At this time, I would like to introduce a couple of my officers. I'll start with Junior and Grand Warden James Harris, Grand Lecturer Charles Washington, and Grand Associate Patron Dr. William Rocky Brown. And at this time, I'd like to present to some of the others, the Grand Worthy Matron, the Deputy Grand Chaplain, Sister Janet C. Harvey.
Thank you so very much, Grand Worthy Patron, and good afternoon to everyone. It is indeed our pleasure to be here one more time to celebrate this wonderful event. We know how important our youth are to our communities, and we certainly appreciate all the support that you are giving to them. And I would just like to take a moment to introduce some very important people. And starting with our Grand Associate Conductress, Alpha J. Jordan, our Grand Conductress, Marvin Linda Montgomery, our Grand Associate Matron, Wanda Pryor Judd. We do have also our Grand Treasurer here with us this afternoon, Jacqueline DeBarbaby. We thank you so very, very much for being here, and we look forward to next year. Thank you.
Just some parting words for you. All you young people who are here, I trust that you might enjoy yourself today. This event is for you. I have as a theme for the ensuing administration, erecting towers of power, our youth through building blocks of faith. We're doing this in an effort to inspire you to go on and finish school. We're looking forward to all of you graduating from high school. Those of you who are approaching that level, we would trust and pray that you go on to college so that you can get a job, take care of your families, and all of your dreams that you currently have in life. This is what we're about, and this is what we're trying to do for you on this day, so that you will never forget us. Not so much of who we are, but what we're doing in an effort to inspire you and to encourage you to be a better young man, to be a better young lady. Truly, this is a day that the Lord has made, and we should rejoice and be glad in it. There are over 200 appointed Grand Lodge officers in this administration, and I'm not going to attempt to name any of them today. But before I get into the elected officers, there is a special guest amongst us. Her name is Natalie Davis. She's the legislative assistant to State Representative W. Curtis Thomas from the 181st Legislative District. House of Representatives, is she present? Please raise your hand. There she is front and center with the red. Come on up here and say some words. I know you're accustomed to talking to folks, so I want you to say something to these people. And welcome.
Good afternoon. Let me say good afternoon to Grand Worthy Patron Joseph Lee, Grand Worthy Matron Janice C. Harvey, Grandmaster Murphy Cole III. On behalf of Representative Curtis Thomas's office, we're glad that the Prince Hall Grand Lodge is in the 181st Legislative District, and we are appreciative that this annual Children and Families Day goes on each year to provide information to the community. And so I just want you to enjoy yourselves. Thank you again for having me, and have a good day.
Thank you so very kindly, and certainly we're happy to see you amongst us today. See my sorrow out front and center. I don't know who she is, but I'm going to just sing Ski Week. All the right wish we elected Grand Lodge officers. I see one. You all come up so I can see you, because I'm pretty good with you, but if I can't see you, I can't introduce you. Right wish for Grand Secretary Walter G. Smith. Are there any others other than the line present? Any past Grand Masters that I don't see? I see Sister Connie Smith. She is the liaison to the Community Public Relations. And here's the team here. We're affectionately known as the 6-footers in Pennsylvania. We don't try to boast about anyone who's less than 6 feet. But we just want to let you know that we're referred to as the elected line. So happy to see each of them here to celebrate this day here in the 1st Masonic District. To my immediate left, the Wright Wishful Junior Grand Warden, Melvin A. Alston Sr. Incidentally, he's going to be honored later this evening at another affair. If you really want to know what that is, when you see him walking around, ask him. And if you feel like showing him some love, he'll accept that too. Love donation, that is. To my immediate right, let me say far right, Wright Wishful Senior Grand Warden Malcolm E. Harris, the individual who introduced me, 2nd Constitution Officer, Wright Wishful Deputy Grandmaster Joseph B. Jefferson. I say to Brother Fred Mitchell and your fine committee who's working hard behind the scenes, you all keep on doing what you're doing. If he gets an opportunity, he's going to introduce them a little later. I see the youth department from Pyramid Temple number 1 has arrived. They're going to be performing a little later. And whoever is representing you on the day, feel free to come on the microphone and introduce yourselves, and anything that you'd like to say, you have my permission to do that. God bless you and God keep you, forever remains my prayer. God loves you and so do I. And I humbly remain Dr. Murphy J. Keller III of Jericho Lodge number 20, most wishful Grandmaster of Prince Hall Masons for the jurisdiction of Pennsylvania. Thank you and do continue to have a blessed day.